This moment of preparation brought to you by Hurricane Irma.
Hey everyone!
Hey there!
We are currently in Plantation, staying at a friend's house with their adorable dog that's barking at I don't know what. So we're hanging out here, waiting for the storm to come.
So this video is a little bit different. This is just our compilation of Instagram stories we've been shooting over the last 3-4 days. So it's, if you like unedited, raw, choppy footage, you're gonna love this. If not, just check back in for future videos.
See you
That's
later.
it. See ya. Full speed ahead with a handful of boats behind and ahead, heading up the river at a real quick 7-9, going into fine hurricane dockage. Got about 9 fenders ready to go and about 400 feet of line on deck. I got another 300 in storage just in case. Just about to roll into this bridge. We got 9 minutes for the next opening, 4 o'clock before rush hour begins. I got auto on the helm. This is the trick I do. I lock on autopilot, put it neutral, and just kind of drift down with a little bit of breeze. And so I can get the fenders and lines ready. Got to get 6 lines rigged up so I'm docking this solo here. Well, anchored out this weekend, Steph refinished the teak, which looks beautiful now. The only problem is now we're preparing for a hurricane. Well, looks great, but at least hopefully the hurricane will recognize what a pretty boat it is when it's on our boat with 150 knots. Brickell Avenue, this is Grace. We're clear. Thank you for the opening. All in all, it's pretty easy to navigate, except when a 500-foot freighter comes backing out through the river that's only frickin', I don't know, 100-some feet wide. I can't lie, I said 500, maybe it was more like 200, so there you go. Wasn't that bad. So still plenty of room. Southwest First Strait, 2 more to go. Crazy. There are so many boats moving around here. Here's the reef. This is the Shed Aquarium's boat. Our friends were on just last night. I think it's staying here for the hurricane. We're almost where we have to go. That's the last basketball bridge you have to go through. It's now closing, and we are almost there. I just pulled into our slip. It was not graceful because it was solo and there's no little dock, but we're here, we're tied, and now the prep begins. Hoorah! Good morning, Instagrammers. Here we are, beautiful day on the Miami River with the interstate right nearby. We are continuing the process of stripping everything on deck and webbing rim with lines. We double everything up, and then we run every different combination of cleat to different posts. So ultimately there will be lines from each post to every angle.
Yeah?
There you go. One staysail, Steph. Good morning. It is day 3 of hurricane prep. It's Thursday, the 7th, and we have 2 days till Irma hits. Things are definitely a bit stressful. Every time we check the weather, it's very unsettling. Then I come up on deck and remember how unbelievably secured we are. We have multiple pilings to web ourselves in. We have 25 to 30 dock lines holding us. We even have one. So we are preparing today. We're spending the night on the boat tonight. It's our last night in the boat. Friday we go to a friend's house and wait out the hurricane. Come back hopefully the boat on Sunday, if not Monday morning. So what we have so far, our stern lines are crossed. So we have this unbelievable range to go up in a strong surge. We have this piling we can pull lines out to. So we have a port stern line and a spring line set up from there. I have 3 port bow lines about to make a... Over here, I have 1 point of failure, which is unfortunate, but so I have an anchor I put out this direction to relieve the load in this piling. And I come up here, we're gonna pull ourselves away from this piling as soon as we get ready to leave the boat. But just in case, I have a fender board set up with the fender board lashed to the fenders down really low so we can ride up in that piling in case the lines break. And as a backup to all the lines, in case this boat next to us breaks free, we have a whole bunch of big fenders set up. We also have fenders on the boat to protect the boat in case anything comes up the river towards us. We do have the bridge fender system, which I think will give us some protection, although we are open on this slide here. Alright, main sail is going to come off now. We're going to slide the sail in the stack pack, wrap the whole thing up tight, slide it off the boom, and right into the companionway. Hey, Steph. Alright, we're bringing the mainsail in, sliding along up into the V-berth, strapping along the starboard side. Alright, 1, 2, 3. So, Steph, what do you think of your choices? Steph, what time is it?
8:30?
It's 9:15.
9:15.
What are we doing?
Well, we have some leftover coconut mixer and banana, and some bananas are going bad. So we decided, as opposed to letting it all go to waste, let's just make a little morning light pina colada with some rum from Martinique.
There we go. Sometimes in hurricanes you do goofy things. We are making morning pina coladas because what the hell? We have it, and we're going to make some pina coladas. Morning. It is Friday morning, and we are T-minus 1.5 days till Irma strike, and we are good to go. What do you think, Steph?
Tired.
So we're getting ready to leave the boat. Everything's shoved in the front V-berth, stuffed. This is our mainsail. We got the life raft. We got all of our stuff we're taking with us. We got some sensitive electronics wrapped up. Everything else has been taken off and stowed down. Just doing the final checks in the engine room. Checked the voltage on the batteries. We're all charged up, ready to go. Cleaned out the bilge. Checked all the pumps. Cleaned and vacuumed everything. Our setup is the starter battery for the generator is on the fridge, so give it about 1.5 days before it dies. Then totally separated is the engine start battery for one pump, and then the house bank over here for the primary pump, which is all cleaned out, ready to rock. We got all the lines tied and anchors are out, so the trusty old paddleboard is coming out. Just about to leave now. We have finished the spider webbing of the lines. One thing I'm trying out in this hurricane, something I've been developing, just these big loops of Dyneema that I use to transfer loads from the port side to the starboard side winch. Otherwise you get too crowded here, so I have these loops that run from the starboard side over to the port to take on more. What's so good about it is that it's so unbelievably strong, about 10,000 pounds a side, about 20,000 pound in the loop. It doesn't stretch, which would cause chafe, and it's very chafe resistant anyway. It's a very tough line to cut. This allows me my 4 starboard lines, 2 to run to the starboard cleat and 2 to run to the port cleat, so that way I'm always distributing the loads. All right, the final shutdown, here we go. And off. All right, we're gone. Spider webbing complete. 5 bow lines each side. Look at this, unbelievable. So strong. What do you think, Steph? Let's get the hell out of here. GoPro on with external power. Should catch the storm. All right. All right, driving to our friend's house by Marlin Stadium on our way to shelter. See you, boat. I can just see you right there. You look so good. You look so good.
Not many people on the road in Miami.
Morning. It is Saturday morning. Day Hurricane Irma is supposed to make landfall. I'm out here before this thing hits, taking our little friend for a walk. A 1-year-old golden. So where we are, just west of Lauderdale, it's expected to start blowing tropical storm force winds at 2 p.m. today, and then pick up to Sunday morning, the peak of intensity as the eye. See Casey!